Thunderset here. Today I wanted to dive into an archetype we have not really explored, kind of ignored throughout Duel Links. I don't know anything about normal Yu-Gi-Oh, so I don't know if it's in normal Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's Laval. So we have a few of these cards, just rare and lower in this game. It's probably why they're ignored. It's not a very strong archetype. Another reason probably why it's ignored. So I did the best I could with it. As you can see, it's a 30 card that Graphic Screener deck. But I feel this is the best they could get, and it's really interesting. They don't do anything too outrageous. It's all pretty generic stuff, but I'll go into the breakdown right now. So I'm assuming you know Snipe Hunter and what he does. He's just to get cards into the graveyard. Here's what I guess you would consider the Laval boss monster. He's our strongest monster, level 5 with a 2100 attack and 1000 defense. If you have 3 or more Laval monsters with different names in your graveyard, you can special summon this card with your hand. So Laval revolves a lot around the graveyard. That's why we're using the grass screener. That's why most of our effects you'll see have to do with the graveyard. So now we have Laval Cannon. When this card is normal summon or flip summon, you can target one of your banished Laval monsters, special summon that target. So we're going to want them in the graveyard, we're going to want them banished. Let's see how we get there. We have Laval Philobius, and when this card is sent to the graveyard, all Laval monsters you currently control gain 300 attack. So we have 3 of him, 3 cannon, 3 burner. Now we only have 1 Laval Warrior. His effect isn't very strong. It's hard to get off. Well, it's strong, it's just hard to get off. We have him in there because you need Laval Warriors of different name. Sorry, Laval Monsters of different name. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the original attack of the destroyed monster. You must have 4 or more Laval monsters with different names in your graveyard to activate and resolve this effect. So his effect's even harder than summoning this guy. So, you know, only 1 of him. Now this guy actually has a good effect that synergizes with the deck. Only problem is he's not a Laval monster. It really hurts the deck. So once per turn, during either player's turn, big there, you can banish 1 Laval monster from your graveyard. This card gains 300 attack until the end phase. So he would be very good. We'd run 3 of them if he was a Laval monster, but he's not. This guy, also not a Laval monster. So frustrating considering they need so many Laval monsters in the graveyard, and like a lot of their good cards aren't Laval monsters. So this card says you can banish this card from your graveyard. All Laval monsters you currently control gain 400 attack. So that's not bad. Or it's the best they can do, I guess. Laval Miller. Now this guy has pathetic stats. I didn't really go over the stats. He's 1600, 1700, very low defense. These 2 are 1800. He's worthless, 1200, 200. And Miller is super worthless, 300, 400. But when this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can send 2 Laval monsters from your deck to the graveyard. So he's useful in just making sure you have that variety. So as you can see, rares, normals, all along the board. They have a few other spells. The only Laval specific trap we're using is this one, and we're not really using it for its effect. Well, its second effect, I'll get into it. So, when a trap card is activated, send 1 Laval monster from your hand to the graveyard, negate the activation, and destroy it. That effect we're not really worrying about or using. The part we're using is, if this card is in the graveyard, you can banish 2 fire monsters from your graveyard, add this card to your hand. That helps us banish our Laval monsters to fuel our cannon, and it's not once per turn. We can keep recycling this as fuel for a Snipe Hunter. So very, very useful there. And with the spells, we have Dark World Dealings to help us get stuff in the graveyard. That Graphic Screener to really help us get stuff in the graveyard. So any spell we put is getting us stuff in the graveyard. Here, Canadias are the best in the game. Skill Successor. On the field, you can flip it during the damage phase, add 400 attack. If it's in your graveyard, you can target a monster at 800 attack. And I already told you what this card does. So all these trap cards also have second effects from outside of the graveyard. So it has a lot of synergy. The monsters don't get very strong. I think 2600 is the biggest I was able to get one. But this is the most viable Laval deck I could make. So I hope you guys enjoy the replays. So I hope you guys can hear and enjoy the gentle rain in the background. But so Laval, I don't know how I randomly started thinking about them, but I wanted to make a deck around it. They would be so much better if a lot of their stronger support cards just weren't lava monsters. It makes no sense they're not lava monsters. So here, this is a pretty bad starting hand. Set our Miller, set our skill successor. See, this guy is not a lava monster, but he supports lava monsters. It makes no sense. Enemy has a 1 set. We summon this guy. It's important we summon him before we use our Grass is Greener, because a lot of the effects, like this guy's own effect when this card is sent to the graveyard, all lava monsters you currently control gain 300. So he has to be on the field to reap that benefit. And we do. We get another. Up to 2000. Attack a Winged Kuriboh. That probably means our enemy is Kawakimiru. End our turn. He sets again. Most Kawakimiru monsters have 1200 defense, so I'm going to use my skill successor to get over that 1200 defense. Hit him with 2k. Make that 28k with the skill successor, but he has a Kuriboh. Go again. He has his Diamond Core this time. So, you know, this is a top tier deck we're fighting here with Laval's Sealed Tombs, which actually hurts Laval's a lot, surprisingly. Kawakimiru, Earn Knight out. Here's the wall. Doesn't suicides, but doesn't die into my Philogis. He attacks my power-up guy. I don't really know their names. Summon my warrior in attack. Probably should have just put him in defense. I thought I was going to be able to use my skill successor. I'd forgotten about Sealed Tombs, so my bad. Finally attacks into my Miller. Must have bricked. Send 2 different lava monsters. Here is perfect. Use our Burning Windmill to banish our boss monster. So, we used our face down Miller to send Laval Burner into the grave. We used Whirl Flame to banish our Burner, and now we're going to be able to use Cannon to summon our Burner. He couldn't hold on to the wall. Here is our Laval Cannon. He's going to summon Laval Burner. He's already enough to get over just by 100. Laval Cannon gets to attack direct. Things are looking better. But he's still got 4 cards as Kawakimiru. Double set. We get another Whirlwind into our hand. All 4 Snipe Hunter. Here we go. Bring out the Snipe Hunter. Throw our Whirlwinds away. Had we needed to, we could have kept recycling Whirlwinds as long as we had fire monsters in our grave. So we were gonna win. We were gonna hit both those. We were gonna swing. So if I was to try to improve Lavals, I would make it so all their support were also Laval monsters, so the synergy was fully there. And just a stronger boss monster, probably the same thing. Able to special summon, no other effects, just a strong beater. Maybe an effect, maybe an inherent back row removal. That would probably make them pretty relevant. I still need a way to search. So here is a pretty interesting hand. I'm going first, we set one. Don't want a Dark World Demon yet, so. Enemy sets one. We flip up Lava Warrior, flip up the Master Magmus Blacksmith. I wish he was a lava monster, that's just the problem. So these guys are pretty much just bodies in the deck. Here, we're fighting a Buster Blader, he's summoning as well. We have a Canadia. He's doing his fusion. Brings out the Destroyer now. I really needed him to attack this guy, he does, thankfully, so that's gonna make the difference in this duel. Now we get to keep our warrior. We're going to get a second one of him, the blacksmith, into the graveyard. They are not once per turn, we can use both. And it's going to buff both our monsters. So, get him on the field. He's stronger than our cannon. We have our warrior. Now we're going to use both our blacksmiths from the graveyard. 400 for each. Now, we're not quite over, but as you can see, 2600, 2500. We're going to flip him. There's no delay in my attack. We're going to flip him into defense with the Paleozoic. Attack through him and finish the game. So, very graveyard reliant. You gotta get stuff in your graveyard to even get going, which makes them very slow. A lot of their best support cards are not lava monsters, which sucks because a lot of their effects require specific different named lava monsters in the graveyard. So, decks aren't big enough. They need to focus. They need a better boss monster. They need a lot to get going. But graveyard base effects have been good in the current meta, in previous metas, so they could possibly get better. Who knows? They don't have any rares or it's super rares or rare ultra rares, so there could be development.